Minsk is online. Give your applauses. The world doesn't hear you. I would like to ask our jury panel, please take your seats, because we are starting. Minsk, probably one of the cities who are finishing this marathon, the last city who are finishing this marathon, and we're happy to announce that here on the final stage we will meet in 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, we will meet 8 teams who would present their final projects. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the global team of Climathon'y. This is for the first time for Belarus to join this international event, and this is for sure a very good initiative which helps to attract attention of community, of the universe, to the most important topic that now exists. Especially this year shows us that climate changes is a critical and crucial topic and problem for our universe. We're very happy that here in Minsk we had a wider topic of this marathon. So we focused not only on the climate change, we focused mostly on smart cities and ecology, waste management, and all these topics which are very crucial, of course, for the living of our cities. And also we have a specific topic which covers creative towns, creative cities, and social life of smart cities. So I would like to thank all our partners. Let me please call them. This is US Agency for International Development, USAID. Give applauses, please. United Nations Development Projects, UNDP, and specifically I would like to thank GAF project, which is a project related to energy efficient and green economy in Belarus. Give applauses, please. We would like to thank also EPAM system in Belarus. This company helps us a lot in technical background and mentorship. Thank you very much for being with us. And we're very happy that the following organizations also joined us as partners. These are Minister of Environment of Belarus, NGO Eco Project, and the Association of Green NGOs called Зелёная сеть or Green Network, and also European Union Project Creativity and Culture. Thank you very much for joining us. And of course this is a competition, and you have been working for 48 hours. The final projects are really great, because in the beginning we had 17 teams, now in the end we have 8 teams, the strongest one, and we would like to award each and every team. We have a number of prizes for you. Of course, most valuable of them are related to mentorship from our partners. They would select all the projects which are very related to the expertise. And we have also Imaguru package. This is a range of different of co-working space and different events, including Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is going on in November in more than 170 countries. And we will grant tickets to all key events of Global Entrepreneurship Week. So, but before that, I would like to name our jury panel. Please meet Alexander Grebenkov. He is the head of GAF project, UNDP project. Ivan Shedrinok, a national expert in the project of agreement of mayors. Yeah, thank you very much. We have Shamilka Samarasinha from EPAM Systems. We have the winner of the last Smart Cities Hackathon, which was in last year, actually, Alexey Yaskevich. And we have Igor Chulba, who is a coordinator of different projects of UNDP. Thank you very much. And now we are going to listen to you. Guys, you secure only 3 minutes for your pitches. You should pitch in English. We would help you with that because different cities of international hackathon, Climathon are listening to you. That is why it's so important to pitch in English and to develop your global perspectives of your business and future startups. So we also wanted you, actually asked in the beginning that you would share with us your one-pager because we need to submit all these one-pagers to the global office in order you to participate in the world competition. And if you have an open code, please share the GitHub folder or repository with us so that we could estimate your code as well. Is everything clear for you? Do you know the order of your pitches? Let me repeat. First team is Green Pool, the second is Job Shadowing, the third Terry Life, fourth GG, fifth Green Team, sixth Green Wall, seventh Trash Game, and eighth DAO Smart Cities. Does it make sense? So the first team is Green Pool. Are you ready? Green Pool, okay, welcome on the stage. Your applauses. And please, Job Shadowing is getting ready.
Good evening, everyone. Imagine how many people spend too much time in the offices surrounded just by urban background. And please raise your hands, everyone who loves nature, who loves ecology. How many people know about tree species? And how many people would use our app that will help you with artificial intelligence to add any tree type to solve this problem, to solve the problem of green zones in the cities? We live sometimes near the green zone, but we don't use it properly. We don't know what to do, and we don't know which trees is in our green parks. With artificial intelligence, just with one click on your phone, you can define a tree type, add it on the map, and then our app will suggest you an activity that you can perform there. For example, you can make a photo set during blossoming of some type of trees. You can see sunsets or sunrises near the park, and so on. Our app, our solution includes 3 stages. First one, it's when ecologists make a photos of different trees, defined it with artificial intelligence, and add into the city map. And the last moment is when we suggest activities with, within these green spots that you can see on the map. Magic here is that we decided to combine two technologies, not just like you can see on Google Map parks, but you also know, for example, that in your park, maple trees, in your park, some birds nesting, and so on. Our model is freemium. We know that social initiatives, it's very difficult to raise money. This is why we decided to use the idea that real estate agencies loves a lot to sell their apartments in green areas. So we sell our widget with green areas to such agencies. And also we use crowdfunding to pay the most contributors in a city landscape. Also, every user can map on the the tree that's been damaged, for example, and ecologists also will see that and can take measures to help the area to save trees. We have our competitors here, mostly in the world at OpenTreeMap and Map Socials in Global. These two projects, Green Map and OpenTreeMap, are very important, but they have a lot of advertisement, and on the map you see farms, not only trees. We decided to make just big massive on trees on our maps. We have a very small team, 2 full-stack developers and 1 designer. If you have any questions, you can ask them on email or to me here on the stage. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. You're on time. I would like to ask this audience to be very loud after the pitches. I can't hear you, please. Wake up. And I would like you also to be very silent during the pitches, because all of you will be on this final stage, and it's not so easy to pitch after 48 marathon. Please be patient, respect your partners, and Maria, good job.
Thanks.
Probably the winner of the last hackathon will have some questions because they have pretty similar idea. What do you think? Do you have any comments?
Maybe you could say about how are you going to attract your users?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, we want to make different promotional events. Like, for example, we map red areas where, for example, in Minsk, where they have a lack of trees. So we want to make different events to engage people, to make projects about their trees and post them on social networks. For example, in our app, we also have a possibility to make a photo of rare tree type and call for your friend to go and see this tree together. So we go and promote our app through social networks and performing events about rare species, bird watching, and so on, and map them in our application.
Okay, but actually the problem is that you should offer something to your users to attract them, and you like going to attract them to order they could create this
Yeah, I understand.
value, you know?
Yeah, I understand the question. The case is that for best contributors, we make crowdfunding project. For example, we make a competition between contributors, how many trees you load to our base. And people who load the most number of trees in different parks, in different locations, they will get a money prize got from crowdfunding. So this competition spirit is our engagement to the users. Also for ecologists, we use special algorithm that really different from Google photo analyzing. We use OpenSL that compares two different photos with this algorithm helps not just define which tree, but also subtype of tree, not only type of tree, but also a subtype, not mixed two different species of trees from different countries. So we also give free tool for ecologists this way.
So you're not going to moderate it manually, you are going to trust these tools of open recognition toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Because now it's like a very specific topic you are discussing now. Okay, more questions and comments from our jury panel? Okay, yeah, one more.
Thank you, Masha, for brief and quite informative presentation. Did you think about the other areas of application of your instrument? There could be many other different areas, and potential there for such application is quite, evident.
Yeah. Actually, we are selling technology. We are given technology. We can apply it for different species, not just trees, but also plants, flowers, whatever in the nature area we have. So if, for example, we have invasive species that come from different areas like Ukraine or Russia or different border, we also can track this. We also can track this with the app. So it's future. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add also, just when you have this knowledge, maybe you could also look at maybe working or promoting companies like private sector to take plots to maybe kind of plant more trees, maybe in a way so that you can offset your carbon footprint. So I'm not just about companies, but somewhere how to link your app to reduce the carbon footprint, which might also be very useful. I was just thinking that would be also something.
Yeah, I understand. Also during the hackathon, we had a lack of time. We had a lot of ideas about actual application. We had an idea of AR, augmented reality, where with the help of the app you can actually design planting of some areas. It's not just in the city, but maybe countryside and so on, like how we call that, like sports of plants on the city streets or something like that. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Job, as I said, great job. So we have another team, Job Shadowing. This is a very actually international team, and I would like to emphasize for our international listeners that we have a team from Moldova, and this is a team which was assigned with a task to create something for creative smart cities, in order to change the social climate of smart cities. And we're very happy to welcome this team on the stage. And please, Terra Life is getting ready. Job Shadowing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, jury, colleagues, and hosts. Thank you for today very much. Let me today present you on the part of my team, multicultural team, our project and our initiative, which is going to create opportunities and relieve the pains in the society among different groups. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, we are here. We're working within the concept of smart cities, which is oriented towards embracing the competencies, talents, and creative potential of citizens and inviting them to take part in the development of the cities and the country as a whole, and leading to sustainable development and leaving no one behind. So, the idea is to create a web platform, and now we're going to show you the prototype, which is a fake website, but our intentions and values are not a fake. And the idea is to unite the professionals and mentors who can support and who can share their experience and knowledge with young students who don't have still the experience, and also people with disabilities who experience difficulties to get an internship, to acquire important skills and to excel at their work, and also to elderly people and parents with children who are also facing non-friendly environments at jobs. As well, we are focusing on experts who would like to change their field of work and to gain new skills. So, our values are as follows. They are diversity, inclusion, and parent-smart and parent-friendly companies, and work and life balance. So these are the values we are embracing, and our website would accommodate the place for the companies who are sharing these values. Everyone from the target audience presented for you can find a place where to go for internship and to develop necessary skills. So let us have a look at the benefits. So, what we offer for interns and for the mentors. Let's have a look at the interns. So if you're a person with a disability, you can find your employer, you can gain necessary experience and knowledge from the field. If you're a parent, you can also meet your future employer with whom you can agree at the place on the site about flexible hours, because we strongly believe that flexible hours is the way to innovation and to creativity. It's not necessarily to spend at work 4 or 6 hours. You can be more efficient. And also the mentors, they can join the network of professionals with
just several phrases because it's time.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry. So, and to round up, we have also the success stories, the companies who have already joined our initiatives, the way how to apply, how to join, how to be a partner. And here are the companies who have already taken part in job shadowing, who already been mentors. And also we have feedback from those who have taken part in the internship already and gained some experience. And here is the team, and these are the competencies already in our team. So we have a public relations specialist, a fundraiser, and we have partners as well. Those who are already participating in this project, and partners who can help us to expand our opportunities in fundraising. There's a Soros Moldova Culture and Creativity Program, and also Brest Fortress Territorial Development Fund. So these are the projects for Moldova and Belarus, but we plan to expand to Eastern Partnership countries. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Please put Imaguru among the companies who is participating in the job shadowing.
Great, thank you. We will do this.
Okay, thank you very much. Please share your experience on the working in the hackathon. Was it your first time working in the hackathon? And of course, we would like to listen to the experience of our guest from Moldova.
Sure, so I'll be pretty short. That was our first experience as a team as a whole, but we really enjoyed it because the atmosphere was really friendly and very inspiring because we had mentors around, we have focus groups around as well, and it was very intense, I would say. We would have only 48 hours. Despite the fact that we have already the background and an existing project which can be developed and multiplied and scaled, this idea was developed during an hour, so I think it is quite a challenge, but I was very lucky to work in such a multicultural and open-minded team. So let us listen to my partners, colleagues as well.
Hello for all. For me, it's firstly when I was in hackathon, because in our country we have it, but we are not informating. It was very interesting for me. I was blessed to work in our team because all was friendly. For me, it was very interesting. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Svetlana. Okay, great. Any comments, questions from jury, from the audience?
Could you provide some estimation how many companies in Belarus you are going to involve in your project, like in 3 months, in half a year?
Yeah. So first, we would like to start with the companies who have already taken part in the job shadowing days, but they are taking place just twice a year, and it's not that efficient, so we wouldn't reach that scale as we are intending to. So we planned like that, if we have already, we have just presented 3 companies, but there are more, so they are 10 companies, and if each of them would take an intern, so we have already 10 happy people who would benefit in this or that way. So, but we are planning to scale our project and to connect to more companies, and perhaps these are the partners of these companies which also can share these values, and the chains, the representation offices of international companies who are more eagerly to follow these values as well as diversity and inclusion. And thanks to this site, we also plan to create content which would support our message and our values. So we would generate content about the value of flexible hours, inclusion, how they can go to innovation, to better talent management when they would consider such people as people with disabilities, elderly people, and young who are for now excluded from sustainable development process and from economy market.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a short question, Agnia.
Yeah.
What is, could you just specify the distinctive features or differences between your platform versus others? Because the job sharing platforms are quite widely spread. What is something specific
Well, I
of your
think that's,
platform?
yeah, thank you very much for the question. I think that's, the name is specific from the start, because what does it mean, the job shadowing? Because the intern is shadowing the professional to acquire necessary skills, and while the intern is shadowing the professional is looking over the unique talent he can involve to the team. So what is the difference? If you look, for instance, at Dubai, they also have a tick, inclusive or not, but this is one tick. They don't consider the other important values as cultural diversity, and inclusion is a very broad, broad notion. The difference is that these are the companies which are already ready, ready to embrace people with different social status, gender disabilities, to welcome them and to share their knowledge. And this saves times, this saves pressure and nerves, because when you have a look at the person with disability who is losing much of time searching from different job providing offering sites and equal opportunities employer, it is very difficult to find it. There are few. But if all of them would be accumulated on this site, who are friendly to the parents, who are friendly to people with disabilities and elderly, it would save time, nerves, and it would establish, it's not just the database. This is community we're going to build, we're going to promote, and personally, about personal interest, I really would like to live in society, to stay here in Belarus, having such kind of businesses and professional societies which are open-minded and equal opportunities employees.
Thank you very much. I need to stop.
Thank you.
Stop you. Thank you, Agnia. Your applauses, and I'm personally very much fascinated that still we had female presenters. Sorry, Kirill. You are going to present next. Please go on the final stage. Didn't I say that this T-shirt we developed specifically for Climathon'y? Don't be jealous, our international listeners. Is an obligatory part of a final stage. Do you have such a T-shirt?
Yes, yes.
Why don't you wait?
I will change.
Now?
Terra
Life. And please, the next teams use this visibility, because this is very cool to look through photos of the final stages of the hackathons, where we all have the same visibility. That is very cool. Okay, and Gigi is getting ready. Okay, good. Are you ready?
Yes. So hello everybody. This is a great experience to participate in such an event. And my name is Kirill. I represent the project Terra Life. So we all know that our big cities are polluted. That is a real problem nowadays. We offer you a way how to visualize that harmful emissions data, so you can know every moment how much harmful gases are around you in every location of your city. And basically we take data from reliable government sources, from Belgidromet, open data, and we make a map dividing city on 3 main sectors, red, yellow and green one, where the red are areas of high emission rate, industrial areas, some heavy infrastructure. Yellow are neutral areas or with some moderate pollution, and the green ones are the areas of forests, forest parks, river bands and so on, places where you can relax. And according to daily data from Belgidromet, we count amount of emission everyone takes when he or she makes his daily business in city. And we calculate that you travel, for example, through the red zone, you travel 1.6 kilometer, and our app calculates you that you need to compensate that amount of harmful gases you get. So you need to make some travel through the green forest or park area to recover. And so here you can see suggested green tracking for you. It will be 5.4 kilometers for 1.6 kilometer of red track. Basically, it will be counted on gases, on the type of emission of your time in that zone, and so you will recover. After your green track is complete, application will get you a pop-up message that you're great, you've made yourself healthier. So basically, we are making an iOS application. There also will be a web version. This is a raw look of our interface, some first screens. And we also, our team is rather small, only 2 people in it. Yes, so we need help of a designer and programmers. Monetizing will be from digitized advertising and premium sales, various gym tickets and discounts. And so that's all I wanted to say. We are Terra Life. Hope you enjoy that. Okay.
Please tell us, no, please stay in the center. Please tell us how it works, how this application works.
Basically, it tracks your location. It tracks your location. And on your track, we analyze your track on which zones you passed.
Okay.
Which zones you passed, and where it is a red zone of a high emission rate, there you lose some points of your health, so-called. And in green zone, you recover these points. And so you need to keep balance and to be in plus.
Do you have any questions or comments? Yeah?
Thank you for the presentation. Just a small question. From your point of view, who do you think will be the prime users of your application?
You know that trend for eco and green life in big cities is becoming only stronger from year to year. And all people who try and make not only their careers, but to be in good shape for that and for their families, all those people who keep their health, they are welcomed to download our app and to be healthier with the help of it. Also, there is some variant for enterprises to keep a better understanding on how their emissions influence their society. So maybe it will get even some enterprises to lessen their emission rate.
Thank you.
Do you also plan the opportunity for your users just to evaluate the quality of air and their feelings, how they are breathing and what they are thinking about the quality of air?
Yes, we are planning a social feature, but we are just not started to realize it. Basically, you will be able to share comments on some locations. On red circles, you will be able to suggest new areas where air is polluted. And you will be able to share your favorite green tracks, so not only you, but other people can change their health to best.
How you are going to attract your first users? How are you going to promote it?
We will be posting in social networks in various eco and green-friendly groups. Also, we think about cooperating with site Зелёная сеть. Maybe we will get some advice and advertising from them also.
Tell please a couple of words about your team. Did you know
the team
each
consists
other
of
before?
me and Vlad, our coder. He basically made the iOS application. We we've got code on GitHub, some open sources of early interface look like it was shown here.
Thank you, Terra Life. Thank you very much. Yeah, applause it. Thank you. Please give us our equipment back. Thank you. And Gigi. Gigi is ready. Nikita. And green team is getting ready.
So, hello there. Our team would like to present our project. It's called Solar Field. I think it's no secret for nobody that the renewable energy sources becomes more and more popular, and in future sustainable it will be necessary to use these energy sources, and maybe it will be an integral part of our everyday life. So our project is to consider to process our to choose a kind of energy that we will use, and maybe research. We chose the solar energy. In the slide you will see a method lower cost of energy, and the solar energy it's in liters for some couple of metrics. You can see the first place hold geothermal energy, but in most places of world there are no possibility to maybe place these sources of energy. But solar energy is one of the most maybe common and easy to install sources of renewable energy. And our application going to solve the problem of ordinary man that could step to path of energy independence. So it's necessary to solve complex problems with and some engineering calculations of of private homes, so efficiently using new technologies of solar energy. And our product is designed to deliver these calculations from it. App allow users to simply just point a smartphone camera on the roof of our private home, and using the augmented reality, there are some solar panels that calculating their amount and their power supply. Then you can check the configure that app deliver you and make a judgment if necessary. Then you hold your order and check out to some vendors that are situated near you. Okay, and then if sources are installed, you can use this app as a simply checker of panels stage and panels power supply. So there are no
don't
such
exist. The next one.
And the technologies that we used is augmented reality platform Wolforia, and data we give from project Google Sunroof, and use some mobile frameworks to create application. Also that I would like to tell, it's monetization of the project. It will be from vendors that can give some percent of salary to us because we bring them
yeah, we got
people. And the sharp edges of project is it cost. There are some price to license of augmented reality framework and maybe to PR company. Our work is not finished, of course. We trying to approve our augmented reality model and also finish development of application mobile.
That's all, Nikita. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Great job. Great job. Okay, your questions and comments.
You're going to use augmented reality framework. So, for example, if some user will point it to their home and order solar panels, and what if there were error, mistake of evaluation of quantity of panels, of their location, but order already would be placed? So are you going to refund this or compensate, or who would be guilty for this problem?
I would like to say that simply before check out the order, people came necessary to check situation of panels, and if human eye see that panels are not simply beautiful, situated on roof or something else, that can simply decline the order and not some risks for that. I don't see.
Thank you, Nikita. Actually, it is good decision-making tool, and the responsibility is definitely on the shoulder of investor. Investor is a resident of this private house, so that's 100% of his responsibility. Do you think specifically for solar PV panels, or you think also, do you have a model that could calculate, for example, the solar heaters?
We have some contacts with solar providers, and all...
No, solar providers is solar, sun is itself.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have two technologies. One is PV that produce electricity, and another one is solar collectors that produce heat. So, and both technology could compete depending on the size of the building, of orientation of the building, of the cost. So you specifically focus on PV panels, I mean electricity generating solar panels, or also heat?
Yeah, only for PV panels.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, just to respond to the argument of my esteemed colleague in the jury, I can hardly believe that anyone is going to order expensive equipment just based on this application. Of course, it's going to be consultations with the suppliers and so on. Yeah, that's for sure. Does your application also take into account the location of the house? Okay, I understand that the location, I mean, in terms of where it is located on the globe, it's easy. But whether the roof is facing south or north, does it, or how it's going to take into account the technologies? Because based on different technologies, you may have different output of energy. How do you plan to solve it? Or it is still just you left it for the next stages of development?
Most of the data we give from Google Sunroof project. They provide some kind of this data you mentioned, and also I forgot to say that when we record our roof, we need to record not from 1 point but from 2, and based on this records. We calculate also all, yes, from some engineering algorithms.
One short recommendation. There are already some applications providing such recommendation for private households, whether it is worth or not to install such solar power stations. Could you answer the question, what is the added value of your application specifically? Because you mentioned in your presentations that you don't have any competitors.
Okay.
So what is your competitive advantage of your application?
We use also augmentation reality. There are no such application. I can see this, but I analyze, our team analyze some kind of markets, and augmented reality is way to show ordered people that directly don't deep in this sphere, and they can see not only for power of these batteries, or not only for this amount and price, it only maybe some aesthetic architecture features, and there are no such providers for this stuff, I think.
Yeah, thank you, Nikita. I guess it's for preliminary decision making first. Second, to promote the solar energy among just general public, because your competitors are definitely, if we look at the professional software, you definitely can, you're not able to compete with them. So there's sophisticated, extremely sophisticated software, design tools, and all this stuff for professional developers, right? Here we have first preliminary decision making for resident and promotion to some extent, right? Why not? Why not? I built my dacha. Why not? I could just install the solar panels. Okay, let me check it. So I see some evident positive impact of this decision, and then it goes to professionals, and professionals will advise you what to build, how to build, and all this stuff. Thank you. It's very good idea.
Thank you very much. Great job. Okay, and the next team is green team. Green team.
1, 2, 3.
And green world is getting ready. Do you need this one?
I don't.
Okay, no.
Hi everybody. I'm really happy to introduce our project. So in many cases, environmentally conscious. I'm sorry, can I begin? Can I start? Sure. Hi everybody. I'm really happy to introduce my project, our project of my team. That's a great team. So in many cases, environmentally conscious people lack resources to implement their ideas to help environment. Our platform will help these people to find each other and combine resources. So, for example, a tobacco factory in your neighborhood pollutes air, and you wanted to find people who consider this issue. So, instead of going door to door and telling again of your problem, about your problem, you can go to our website with a user-friendly interface and find supporters that can give you advice and instructions and some resources. So our marketing strategy includes involvement of societies, environmental groups, organizations, government organizations like Zilenstroy, environmental consultants, and local municipal government. So now I will show functions of our website. At first you must sign in if you had account, or registrate if you had no. But we are developers, we had our profile. So this is your profile. That is your information about you. That is input what you can to do. That means that, of course, you can to be a volunteer or organizer, or you can to donate some resources and money, for example. So of course you must to create your own event. So this is page is the main page of our project. So you must to make a description. You must to make a marker of your project, of your event. And you must to name it, to make a description, what do you want from users of our website? And how much money do you need? So at the end you can see deadlines. So that means that if you wanted to make some money for the 5th of October and you didn't, that means that you will that your event will be closed. So after creating your own event, your event will show into the next page. So that is discussion. You can discussion with other visitors of our forum, of our website, and these offers will be unvoted. So you can vote for some offers. That means that if your offer will get a lot of votes and you will win, your offers will be sponsored by another people.
Time ends. So a couple of final phrases, if you have.
I want to say then that we have a progress bar of doing this event. So that's all that our project. I will happy to ask your questions.
Wow, thank you very much. My very first question is, sorry for it. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Wow. The youngest participant, we are very much excited about that.
My team is a very young team, so they all 17.
Are you studying, guys, in university or school?
We study in college.
In college. Which one?
Not school, college. Which one? MSc, Minsk Government's College of Electronics.
I see, okay. Is it your first time in the hackathon, in any hackathon?
That is not first time, but I can say that it's the first serious project that I made with my team.
Seriously, okay. Please, shh, silent. Okay, it's hard to judge such a young team, but on the other hand, they're doing great job. This is a very good interface of the application, web application.
Yeah, our programmers do this all night, and I'm really excited.
Sure. Your questions and comments? Everything is clear. Yeah.
Do you have any option just to monitor of already implemented activities or events?
Yeah, if you see on the map, you can see 3 colors of your markers. So green marker, that means that this project is only start, that he had no any decisions, it's only the beginning. The orange is in progress. That means that we had decisions, we had some we had some stuff, and we organized people. The red color means that project are ended. Yes.
Can you give an example of
Example what?
What type of an event? I mean, can you just
If you want to do something on your, I'm sorry. So, for example, you wanted to put trees, to set up trees, yeah. And you will do this on our website, and you will organize people, you will write what do you want, how much money do you need, or what do you need. So, for example, if you need trees, our visitors of website will give to you trees. And I hope that a lot of people will use it, because we create a great marketing strategy which involves a lot of organizations. I said it. So we want to involve such organizations like Zielinstoin, for example, which organized some sorry, some environmental events. For example, зеленая сетка and so on.
Great job. Again. Well, the next team is Green World, and Trash Game is getting ready. Please stay in the center of your final stage.
Алло.
Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Go.
dear colleagues, good day to everyone. My name is Maxim and I represent the project called Green World. As you understand, it's quite important to build correct atmosphere and correct attitude for the young generation in order to support ecological issues, problems, and be mentally ready to preserve the earth and our planet, etc., etc. So it's evident. And as you understand, children treat life as a game, and they spend all their time playing games, and they believe that the life probably is a game. That's why if we start asking them playing correct games which teach something useful, their mental skills will be changed, and in the future we'll have the generation that preserves the nature and has some correct behavior. The goal of our team and basically our project is to provide a series of education gaming applications which build a chain and help to achieve the goal I mentioned. These are the examples of the apps, and now I'll introduce the app we developed this hackathon. This application is called, as you understand, Clean World. And the player is placed into a very standard situation, for example, barbecue, or lake, sporting ground, and is asked to collect the garbage using some number of moves and time. So child is using some intellect, and also we provide cognitive information in order to teach something, provide description, definition, ask them to think. Here are some screens. And you see what happens when children and people don't collect the garbage. Success. A couple of words about people who actually developed this. These are alumnus of Belarusian State University of Informatics and Radio Electronics, and we have a very strong development team. Of course, we do have a designer who helped with graphical design and specialists in marketing, etc. So we believe that together we can keep our planet green, and thank you very much for attention and time. And thanks, Imaguru, for that super event. First of all, yeah, I got it. I got it. First of all, we orient to the children who are either before school years or starting the school. In this set of games, we don't orient to teenagers or to the adults. I'd like to stress that this is not just a logical game where a child uses his mind in order to do some actions and develops himself. There is some cognitive information that teaches some, let's say, like encyclopedia in Russian, yeah? Plus information that describes why it's useful to collect the garbage using some rules. But as I want you to understand, we are not restricted to just this issue. It's just an example. And our goal is to build a set of applications. It will be full cycle. For example, how to keep the air clean, why do we need to preserve the soil, water, etc., etc., etc.
Okay, we got it. What did you do during 48 hours, the last 48 hours?
We've got only one person who is alive, because we've been working for quite a long. His name is Vitaly. He's sitting there. We built that application from scratch. As I mentioned, these guys are quite strong. Everyone has a diploma from here. It's not a joke.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
We
and
know.
do you have a GitHub repository so that
We can
could
share. Technical, unfortunately, I'm
Decent. Mhm.
I'm too old for the development, but we've got very professional guys who will answer technical questions. So basically, my role was to build an
we
idea
got.
and
So you have a comment, right?
A question, if possible. Yeah, thank you. Of course, you are quite older than the previous presenter. Not very much, but still, you are not
I'm
17,
talking about
right?
my team.
Therefore, my question is related to age. Which age of your target group you think?
I
Will it
mentioned-
be different, or is it just?
for this set of applications, we orient towards before school and first classes of the school. It's the age where if you, let's say in Africa,
6, 8,
yeah, something
6,
like
8
this.
years
In
old.
Africa, there are some examples where the children are taken from their parents and they give them, let's say, drugs, alcohol, blah, 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 and they're gangsters. Here, if we teach people how to use, how to collect waste and etc., we'll have the nation who will be a part of Europe. Yeah, does it make sense? I believe it does.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Have you heard of Scratch? You know, the program tool Scratch?
What do you mean?
Scratch, it's a coding language for children.
No.
And I highly recommend you to go to Scratch and just check out, you know, there are...
We used JavaScript for this.
So 25 million children are registered in Scratch, right?
It's a platform, right?
It's a platform, and children code in this tool, and you will find thousands of games like this. I'm just around this subject area. So it would be
so
very
popular
interesting.
in Belarus. That's why we'd like to build our own games and promote them among the school or child garden, I don't know, something like this.
But I think the children here are very sophisticated really for this game, because I have seen what because we work with children, and we have 300 children that code in every weekend at EPAM, and they are very sophisticated. An 8-year-old will not, I would like to know how you will actually attract a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old into this game, because
17 or 16? 6 or 7?
7. What will you do? Because they are creating their own games that I have seen, to be honest.
The subject of next hackathon, I believe, for me. I see, it makes sense.
Die.
Is it russified in Russian? I mean, is it possible to use in Belarus? Okay.
We have more questions?
I didn't get what? Sorry. But what have you done actually during the hackathon? Have you done some demo? Maybe we could look at it.
Yes, we do have an application we can demonstrate. We develop.
But why you do not show it?
Okay.
Because you know it's very important if you have done actually something to
if
show
possible,
it, not to tell about your team, but about your work.
Let's ask another presentation for now, and then we will demonstrate. Or if you can wait a minute, we will show it right now. Okay.
You will show your game in the end after all the presentations, okay? Great, thank you very much. Applauses to this team. Thank you. And now trash game. Another game is getting ready to present. Who is presenting? Please come. Is it your okay? But you know that we are very much.
Hello everyone! As you see, I have a bottle in my hand and I have 3 trash boxes. I have a question to you. Do you know to which one of trash box should I put it? It's a plastic box. Okay, you see, it's our problem and we are going to solve it. Our mission, okay, yeah, by the way, it's yellow. It's plastic, it's yellow. You can go. Okay. Our mission to teach people, source, recycles. Our team developed interesting and simple interface game. So it's very simple. You have a garbage and you have 3 trash boxes. Your goal is to throw the specific time of garbage to a particular colored boxes, as you can see it. Playing this game, you'll subconsciously learn all regulations. But it's not the end. The most interesting part in the future, we use the last technologies provided by Facebook, so you don't need to download this game. It's already in your phone. One click and you are playing it. Another click and you share this game with all your friends. It's never been so easy before. Also, we implement the challenge system. When you score 70 points, we think you're already skilled to challenge 3 of your friends. And we ask you to do this. Okay, so what we did in hackathon. Within 48 hours, we developed a first version of our Facebook instant game. We are the first in Belarus. I don't know any other one. The first team. Yeah, it's our team, it's our point in our game. And we developed an iOS version for this game, just for in case for fun. And it's absolutely another interface, so we'll test it and choose the better one for Facebook instant game in the future. So what do we need? Oh yes, but our team. We have a really skilled and experienced team, and we will manage to accomplish what we started. So we are planning to do it in the future after hackathon. We are not stopping right here. What do we need? We are looking for support of a big NGO company, because we are sure after we receive their support, we will find support of mass media and social media. They will help us to spread our game worldwide. And for the last presentation, I want to say, train your behavior, save the world. It's a little video of how we did it. So it's absolutely working. By the way, we connect all of this to chatbots. It's our next feature, and it's really interesting. If you have any question about it, I will explain it, because I think 3 minutes are up.
So what did you do during the last 48 hours?
Oh, I said it to you.
Actually, from the scratch, yes, I heard.
Yeah, we made the first version of our Facebook instant game. We made the iOS application. We made chatbots. And we made all this plan. We come up with the idea to make a challenge. It's really interesting. Because this challenge,
did you meet at the hackathon, or you've already had a team?
We met in Friday here.
Okay.
So it's absolutely new team, but we are getting on very well together. We just become good friends, and I'm pretty sure we'll go to the next hackathon together.
Sure.
Do you have any other question?
Of course. There are a lot of such games. Yeah.
Okay, many games where? Okay, yes, I have a question answer to you. We're using not Google Market. We don't use App Store. It's Facebook Instant Games. There are 1 and 2 billion people on Facebook. They all use Messenger. And there are only 77 games in this platform. 77.
Okay.
We have others, we have no competition. It's us, we have a challenge. We ask someone, so you see, many of you don't know the answer about the trash box for a bottle. So you know that your friends can maybe don't know this as well. And you'll send this game to your friends, because send it, it's very easy. You just use a chatbot or use inside of a game, and you click share, one button, and you choose any friends you want to send it. He receives it in his inbox in Facebook. He click one button, he starts to play. He don't know anything to
Okay, we
download.
got it. Thank you very much. Thank you, great job. Good for you. And the last not least, team DAO Smart City. Please be careful and be sure that you would describe carefully what you did during the 48 hours, because we've already knew your team and we're ready to listen about the exact results, okay?
Ready? Yeah. So last but not the least, let's get started. Hello, my name is Alina, and I want to represent Team DAO Smart City. And firstly, I would like to tell you who we are and what we have done during the hack. So firstly, in general, we are decentralized autonomous organization, Smart City. And it's necessary to say that the aim of our platform and product is to help people to use their resources effectively and effectively. So we have already worked on this project since September. And now our platform consists of 7 models. And within the framework of the hackathon, we want to show you one more model. The name of this model is projects. So only if we attract all city levels, we can make effectively decision of environmental problems. So it's necessary to say that our platform functions on 3 levels. The first level is housemates level. The next level is level of partnership of owners. And the third, but not the least, is city hall level. So I want you to introduce to the structure. I will tell you a story. I think that everybody hates when lights on the entrance disappeared or just burn out. So, on the first step, citizens identify problems in our social networks, and they can solve their problems themselves or with involvement of other citizens. So, if they can't solve these problems, they move to the second step. At the level of partnership, the problems of the home and citizens that are formed in the social network are being addressed. And it's necessary to say that with the help of partnership, we can better organize decision-making process by attracting organization to our tender and collect finances. So problems, they can't be resolved by citizens and partnerships are sent to the next level. So global problems that need to be solved of micro-district and cities are solved at the level of the town hall. And the town hall level have the possibility of attracting investments and coordination with supervisory authorities. So, and I also want to mention that partner projects can have the possibility to take part at every level of nestling dolls. They can monitor projects as well as participate in tenders and so on. So our project make it possible to support citizens and other participants of our platform with a one-stop shop. For example, they can go to our platform and use advantages not only from our company, but also from other companies. And finally, I would like to say that in this way, we give a clear opportunities to each people to influence what is happening around him and influence the decision-making process. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please ask us.
Thank you. And specifically your focus during the last 48 hours.
Thank you for the question. As I have already mentioned, our project is rather complicated, and we have already started working on this on September, and we have 6 models. And on the hack, we created another model, and as I have already mentioned, we called it projects. On this model, we integrated with other environmental projects. For example, you can post your projects here, and
so you worked under this project.
We work on this model, only this model, because it can't be a good result if we just can show you some other models that we have already done before. So we created a new one.
Okay, thank you. Comments, questions? Yes, please.
Thanks for presentation. Well, if we had some some eco project and we need to raise funds for that, what is your win strategy to take user from Talaka and other services in that? Thanks.
Okay, thank you for your question. As I have already mentioned, we are just one-stop shop. So we are just a platform that integrates all steps. For example, we just can be informative platform. You can have a look and search for projects or environmental projects. You can read about it, but at the same time you can post your projects. You need to log in on our platform. You verify it. You need to post your projects, and then the project will go to the goals, and so other people can vote for your projects, and if some people or householders are interested in your project and they want to integrate your project to their home, they can create a vote, and people from the house can vote for your projects to use it or not to use, and we just advertise your project to the audience, to your target audience, because you are interested in our platform, and the audience are also interested in your platform.
More questions or comments?
So generally, the result of the hackathon is the same as the youngest team presented today, yes? That the people can vote for some projects.
No. Thank you for your question, but as I have already said, that during this hack we created a new model, but the vote is like the part of this model, but it's not just the main part of it. It's just a small part of it, but not the biggest.
Is it based on blockchain? No? Because you mentioned Golos.
Yeah, it's based on blockchain, yeah.
At least this is the advantage, and we could compare all to these projects. So they are based on blockchain. Okay.
I have already answered it, yeah, blockchain technology.
Okay, thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Greenwald, are you going to show us anything? Okay, you're going to show. Please get ready, and please let me describe our next steps. So after the Greenwald will show about his presentation or his game, we are going downstairs. Together with jury panel, we are going to decide how to disseminate our prizes. And we need, I guess, 15-20 minutes. Please help yourself downstairs. There is something interesting for you. And after the award ceremony, we will have a small networking and award party, actually. So keep tuned. 1-2 more hours to stay awake. Are you ready? Who is going to present?
So we continue our SEPA presentation. Here you can see some textual information, just let's say the lead of the game to be introduced, what's going on. Here is the first level. Also you can see that a child is learning. The idea is super simple. You have a finite number of moves and you have to collect the garbage correctly. And I believe we will see something more complex, Vitaly. Yeah. Very simple level, but you see that it's possible to develop more and more complicated examples of that app. Do we have anything else? Yeah.
Okay, we got it. Thank you very much. Okay, then give applauses to all the participants of the first Climathon. Let's meet downstairs in 15-20 minutes and get ready for the party.